Guys, welcome to another episode here on the Daily Chat with me, Carla Mercedes. Hey guys, today I want to talk about a syndrome or a disease that I kind of dealt with all throughout the ending of high school into college, and recently have just really faced this problem that I've encountered. And as the title reads, it is called FOMO disease. And a lot of people don't know what this is, but some are familiar with this phrase. FOMO means the fear of missing out. Now, you're kind of wondering, so what does that mean, Carla, the fear of missing out? All throughout college, and it really started on my senior year of high school, I just felt this urgency that I had to be everywhere at one time. I couldn't miss a party, couldn't miss a function, I couldn't miss any hanging out. I always had to be there because I always felt that if I wasn't there, that I was essentially letting down that person that had invited me. And this stemmed from my issue of having an issue with saying no. Now, I'm still dealing with that because I do always like to say yes if I can commit to something. But within this last year, I've really learned that sometimes it's just better to say no than to say yes and not be 100% within the moment. And that encountered when I was able to go to one of my friend's functions, and I had overcommitted to a lot of things that day, and I didn't want to let this individual down. So I went to the function, and I was presently there. I was there, I was in the pictures, but my mentality was still on either what I had just done, making sure that, I had accomplished everything, or that I was still wondering what was the next thing I had to do for that day. So mentally, I was not there. And at that moment is when I realized that I have to be comfortable with saying no. And with FOMO disease, it really helped me to understand that although I do have the fear of missing out, sometimes I just can't make certain things. And I wanted to talk about that in this video today because I think that maybe if you're watching this, it's something that maybe you've encountered already in your life, or it's something that you are struggling with and you're not really sure how to deal with it. So I wanted to kind of just talk to you about how I dealt with it, and really how once you realize that's become an issue, that there is, so unquote, a cure for it. So if you find yourself always wanting to be at a party, or always wanting to be at a gathering, or always having to go have coffee with your friends, understand that you have to be comfortable with saying no. And it doesn't come out of a place of hurt, or it's not that you're trying to be mean, but you have to understand that you cannot overcommit yourself. And in reality, if you overcommit yourself, you're actually not giving 100% of your attention to the individual that is asking for your attention, or even your friends or family that are around you. So learn to say no when it's appropriate and when you feel that you have overcommitted to yourself. Also, what I've learned is that you are going to have friends in your life that are going to understand when you can't make functions, and then you're going to have those individuals that are just going to throw a fit when you can't make something, and they will make you feel guilty, and they'll question why you can't make it, or why you were able to go to this event in the morning but you can't make their event in the evening. And you have to just be honest with them. You have to understand that and this is so cliche, but honesty is the best policy. As long as you are honest with that person, and you're telling them that, either you're exhausted from a charity event that you did, in the morning, and you just can't make it to an evening event, it's fine. They will understand eventually. And although they may be upset with you, or, they might say hurtful things, just understand that you're simply being honest, and overcommitting can be so just disheartening sometimes, because it's like I said, you're physically there, but you're not mentally there. So you may be having a conversation with someone face to face, but your eyes are wandering, seeing who else you have to talk to, what pictures you have to be in. And I remember just going through that all the time. I have a planner which I live by, and all my friends know that I cannot make any appointments or anything throughout the week unless I look at my planner. And this has just been something that's helped me all through college. It's helped me to become organized, but it helps me also realize that if I already have something scheduled for a Friday and I feel that I can schedule something else, I will tell that friend, hey, yes, I could, I don't want to say pencil you in, but ideally, yes, I can attend that function. If I have 3 things listed for a Friday, that's when I'm gonna have to practice saying no, or, can we reschedule? So I encourage you to have a planner, either on your cell phone. I know that a lot of people have their planners on their cell phone. I personally like to write things in. I like to scratch them off, but the planner to me is really important because it helps me visualize how many things I have listed for that day. And I would encourage you to do the same. You don't want to overcommit, guys. So I hope that this is giving you an insight onto FOMO disease, the fear of missing out. And always remember, do not overcommit, practice saying no, and that will cure you from this horrible, horrible disease that I once had. And I feel that I am a survivor now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember that every day matters, and make sure to subscribe as always and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you, and we'll see you in my next video. To another, hold on, my nose itches really bad. Okay, sorry guys.